Today I'm introducing you to the painting studio in the back of the room. I'll zoom out here. So this corner of the room is going to be the painting studio. There'll be other things that happen over here later in the year. But these two tables, orange and yellow, will be where the painting happens. Here are some paint smocks. Remember, we put them on backwards. You don't need to button them unless it's falling off. Ask somebody else to help you. And then hang them up here when you're done. Okay, so we have the painting studio over here because of their sinks and the paper towels, and there's the drying rack. We still have the paint dabbers or daughters open for you to use. And here's the paint drying rack. Or you can put like glue, wet things on here, but look for your grade. So like this says 3rd grade, you have all the way down there, or 1st grade all the way down there, kindergarten all the way down there. If you don't see your grade, it's probably on the other side. 4th grade, 2nd grade, pre-K is down at the bottom because we want to put the tallest kids up here. Okay, here's the painting paper. It's a little different than the paper that's on that cart. This paper is going to be a little thicker, so you don't want your paper to fall apart. So we're going to try to use this thicker paper. I have smaller pieces for now. As the year goes on, there'll be opportunities for bigger stuff. I have this random Jimmy John's box here. It doesn't matter that it's this box, but some kids have wanted to do splatter painting. If that's what you're going to do, you have to be safe. So we're going to take your paper and you got to put it inside of the box. Okay, so that it doesn't get everybody else's projects or clothing all wet or splattered with paint. You can always mix paint with other media. So if you want to paint and use collage later or drawing, you're welcome to do that. Look at the sink here. We've got stools here. Please keep the stools by the sinks for shorter, younger students. Okay. And then the paper towels, obviously. Washcloths can be hung on these things. This one kind of tips a little bit. There's one over there. Okay, so let's look at the paint options. We've got paint trays. This is just so you can carry your stuff. These are called tempera cakes. And they don't work unless you get them wet. So you're going to drip water on each of them to make them get wet. And they work the same way as watercolor paints. They just have a different quality to them. Okay, so you can experiment with both kinds. When we're done, make sure you put them paint side up so they're not dripping. Another cool paint thing we've got going on here is these are watercolor pencils. So you can draw with them and then paint with a wet brush over them. You could dip these into water and draw with them then. They feel more like a marker, but they're like a cross between watercolor paint and colored pencils. They're really kind of cool. I like them when I travel because they're easy to pack up. Here's all of our paint brushes. Notice they are all brush side up. We don't want to have the brush down or it's going to be smashing the brush and give it a bad hair day. All the hair bristles will fall out. So as you're done, you'll wash it off your stuff and put them in brush side up. Here's some water cups. Okay, you can probably fill it up to maybe there or something. Here's some paper towels. You can use the other paper towels too, but these are easy to grab. If you want to have a paper towel or two, then you can always clean your paintbrush, or if you just need to wipe something on your hands, okay, instead of like flicking water all over the place. Okay, so you can bring those supplies over to the painting area and work here. When you're done, clean it all up, hang up your paint shirt, put your painting on the drying rack. Always write your name. Write your name, write your name, write your name. I had so many papers in the last rotation that did not have names. Wash your paintbrush, put it back brush side up. Dump out your water cup, probably needs to be rinsed. Put the paint side up. Put the trays back, everything back. Here's the washcloths, put those back into place. Okay, and that is the basics of the painting studio. Have fun.